Hi everyone, it's Justine here from House of Mahalo. Thanks so much for joining me. So today I'm just popping on to do a fairly simple make. I want to make a bunch of journal cards and I want them to be really simple. So what I'm thinking is I've picked up a load of like cardstock scrapbooking paper scraps. And I thought these would all be really nice patterns and, you know, interesting enough for the background. So I've got sort of a whole heap of different things. And I've also got essentially almost an entire book of just not interesting book text. And yeah, I just thought we would make some journal cards. So I'm thinking of you know, having the book page torn across it, and then we can fancy them up with botanicals and labels and things. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. So the first thing that I want to do is have a look through the scraps that I've got, and anything that wants cutting down I will do. I'm thinking sort of this kind of size, you know, postcard type size, and most of them are pretty much there. It's just some of them. So I'm going to do that first, get them cut down. So if you would like to craft along with me, you can grab your scraps and just get to cutting. And find your book pages. So I think 6 inches is probably about what I'm going for. So going to get everything cut down 6 inches high, and then whatever the scrap is essentially. And yeah, I'm not really thinking about it, I'm just going for it. This is a 6x6, so I think if I cut it into half, so 3 by 6, we can get a tag shape from that. I've got an entire 12 by 12 here, so again, if I aim for half-ish, and then I can get 2 from this scrap. That'll do. And last but not least, I wanted to do this brown part of this Tim Holtz. I thought that would be interesting. So if I cut there, that should be okay, and then that I'll keep for something else, because that's not the colours I want today. So that's what I've got. So I'm going to go ahead and just make sure they're all nicely straight and even and everything. I've got a whole heap here and a scrap for my scrapbooks. So yeah, let me get these tidied up and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, I've got all those tidied up now. So now it's just a case of adding our book page. So I'm just going to go for it really, and all these book pages want using up, so I'm thinking I'm just going to tear it in sort of a diagonal, and we're going to see what we think. Thinking it might be cool to I'm just trying to decide whether to have it go in the middle like that so you can see the pattern on both sides, or not, or to like take up the side of it. I'm just going to see what I think for each one really. I think that will be kind of cool. So I'm just going to get the book pages done, and then I need to decide whether I want to ink anything. I'm not convinced I do want to ink anything today. I'm thinking it might be nice for them just to sort of go into the background a little bit. But it also, I think, probably might depend on the scrap as well. So this one is not an all over pattern, so I think I'm just going to go this way with the book text. So I want to go more of a diagonal, I think. But yeah, I just thought I would sit down and do this today, because I always get to the point of a journal where I haven't really made tags or journal cards, because there are so many videos out there of making tags and journal cards, and I think, oh, you know, I mean, there are so many different ways to make them and all of that, so I never end up actually doing videos on them. Not these days anyway. I used to do a lot of videos on tags and journal cards, but less so now. So I think that will look good once I've obviously just cut off this part, but I'll do that once I glue it. Now these two, there's not really anything going off in the background, which is fine because they're a blank canvas for us to do something with. So I'm just gonna tear this. It's tearing very funny this this paper. It's kind of a weird texture actually, if I'm honest. So again, I need to decide, do I want the book page in the middle, or wants to do its own thing when I tear it? I don't want to lose this staining here, you see. So I'll do a few of these, you know, this part of the process, and then we'll move on to the fun part. I'll just do a couple more. I'll do that one off screen because you don't need to see the same thing. Let's do this one. So, and I thought this would be a really good way to get my book pages used up as well, because I have a lot of books left over from when I sold. I used to sell, well, I do currently have a few packs in the shop, but I'm slowly winding them down. I used to sell packs of book pages in my shop, and I have a lot of leftover book pages and books from that. So I thought this would be a good way to get them used up as well. Might be able to use this one. Also, we don't all have to go landscape. Some of the portrait, some of them can be landscape, which I think, no, this one I will do this with. Yeah, I like that. I find this one I wanted to be landscape because of the writing, so I thought I would get this one done. Kind of like in this sort of this look where you can see it on both sides. I kind of like that. Just want it to be a little bit narrower. That's it. Yeah, let's go for that. It just adds a bit of interest, I think. So I'll get the rest done off camera because it's just the same thing over and over again. And I'll come back and we'll get the book pages glued on. Is that straight? Yes, relatively. Yeah, we'll get them glued on and then we can start decorating. So I shall be right back. Alright, I've got the last couple to glue, so I just thought I would flip the camera on so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm using the Collaged glue just because it's quick and easy, but I'm just putting a thin layer on, and then anything that needs gluing a bit better, I can then go in with my art glitter glue. Just thought I would say. But you could use, you know, glue stick or something. I did consider doing that because that would be just fine, especially as I'm probably going to stitch around these later. But yeah, you could use glue stick, and the only reason I didn't is because it just takes a bit longer. that was the only reason. I was just deciding which way I wanted this to go. That's it. So yeah, these are very simple journal cards, and of course they don't have to be journal cards. You know, in some cases they might become tags, but they might also become pockets. Like, you know, they don't, you know, this kind of decorating idea would work for anything really. So now I have the fun job of just going through and cutting off any excess bits of the book page, and then yeah, so I'll get all of those done, and then as you can see I might have bits where I want to go in with a bit of better glue in, but I'm going to get that done, and then we'll get some, you know, labels and fussy cuts and things out, and see what we can turn these into. So I will be right back again. Okay, I'm all set. So I've just grouped them by colour. So I've got the pinks and greens, I've got, you know, browns, greens, and then this is kind of like a rustic kind of colour. So I've just kind of grouped them like that, and then, you know, we can go a couple at a time. Some of them are going to want turning into tag shapes, some of them are going to want corners rounding, and some of them I'm just going to leave as they are, because I don't mind the straight kind of look. And yeah, I've just grabbed a bunch of stuff, so I'll just tell you what I've got. I've got animal fussy cuts, I've got stickers that are like postage stamp type, label type stickers. I've got actual labels and numbers, butterfly fussy cuts. I've got a couple of things that maybe I could work into them somehow, like ephemera pieces. I've got leaf and floral fussy cuts, and then I've got leaf and floral stickers. And I have zero plan other than these things hopefully will fit in with these somehow. And I'm just going to go with what I think looks right. So for the pink ones, I'm thinking florals. Kind of like that to sort of darken up. It's a contrast to the light pink, so I might go with that. We've got some pink and green on this one, so and I might go quiet occasionally where I'm just thinking about what it is that I would like to use. I'm thinking if this doesn't work, then I'm thinking maybe green, or even an animal. So yeah, I don't really have a plan. I'm just gonna see what I can come up with really. Quite like him on there. Just to take away from the pink a little bit, just to yeah, just to, you know, I don't want everything to be pink basically. So I'm possibly going to start with those, and then just sort of build around it basically. So I'm thinking I want a label on that one, and this one I'm thinking I could do with something in the background. So let's see what I've got in this sort of thing. Just trying to decide whether I want it to be, yeah, I think I want portrait, but I'm just going to see what something smaller would look like. So if we went for, no, I definitely prefer the bigger one so far. Yeah, so I think we're going to try for that, and we're just going to do a little bit of collage and see what we can come up with. Okay. And then I'm thinking label, and there is going to be, you know, cases where I just have to dig around for things. If it takes ages, then obviously I will pause here and there, you know, just to save time, but don't know if I want to go underneath. I like the label, but I don't think it's the right thing for that one. I quite like that. It's got a lighter colour to it. And then do I want a label or a word or something for this one? Just going to see what a number would look like, and then that's kind of cute, isn't it? Okay, so I'm just trying to decide what colour to ink around things in. Now, I didn't ink the book page when I tore it. I thought that was worth mentioning, because I kind of wanted the book page to, you know, be part of the background, and then the fussy cuts, we're going to ink the fussy cuts up. Just making sure I've got the right dauber. So I'm going to use vintage photo, just because that kind of goes with everything. And I think I've been using vintage photo in a few of my secret garden type projects, so this should be fine. So yeah, I don't know how many of these will get done. I'm hoping to get at least like half a dozen done together. But you know, I do want you to see the process of how I go about my collaging and all the rest of it. And I'm by no means an expert. I think I said that a few times. Definitely not an expert, but I just wanted to give it a go, and I'm always trying to practice collaging. You know, yeah, I'm always trying to practice. So, right, let's get this sticker down first. And my motto this month is use it or lose it. And so I'm making sure to use things that I usually ignore. So I rarely use stickers. I have been making a conscious effort to use more stickers this month as part of this use it or lose it attitude. But I normally ignore stickers. I don't know why, because I really like stickers, but I just always forget to get them out. So when I sit down to do tasks like this, I'm making sure to grab for things that I wouldn't, not in every case, but in some cases, grab for things that I would normally not get out, if that makes sense. So I'm going to have him there because I want to keep this writing. Don't want to cover that up. This is a fussy cut from a paper pad. I think it was a Crafter's Companion paper pad, and they had sort of a fussy cut sheet at the front of the pad. Okay, I like him on there, and then we said this for there, didn't we? I don't know if I'll add butterflies. I mean, I love using butterflies. And I also, one thing I did want to tell myself, which I've forgotten already, is that I may end up stitching around some of these. So I do have to take that into consideration when I'm putting my fussy cuts down. Okay, I think it does want a butterfly, so I'll have a look for that in a minute. Right, so where did I have this? I think I had it sort of going across there, didn't I? And then I was thinking this number could be sort of to fill in this space a little bit. Yeah, I like that. So I'll try and glue this, and then I'll slip the label in. That's what I think I'll do. So yeah, lots of inking and gluing, but that's part of the process. And I don't edit my videos to the hilt. I do edit them a little bit, but it's just it takes a long time, so I don't edit out everything because, well, I wouldn't make as many videos if I had to do that. And I appreciate it means my channel will never be massive, and that's okay by me. I think I'd be scared if my channel got too big, to be honest. I mean, obviously I do want it to grow because I enjoy these videos, but I also like that I can keep it manageable and, you know, respond to your comments and get to know you on a more personal level. That's what I try anyway. Yeah, I'm liking that. Just want to get this little stem down. Come on. There we go. So let's have a little look at some butterflies as well. Now, it may be that I don't have the right butterflies because I do actually need to do some printing off of butterflies because I'm running low on pretty butterflies. Oh, I do like that. Where should we have you? I wanted to bring something up here, but then equally I really like it down there. So yeah. And then this one, I could have a butterfly, but again I might not have the right butterfly. Let's just have a little look. I've got these cute little die cut ones. Again, just to take away from the pink a little bit. That's why I'm looking for a colour that will stand off against it. Oh, that blue is nice. I'm just going to have to quickly cut this one out, so sorry. I'm really lazy when it comes to my butterfly fussy cutting, is I will just, I'll make them so they fit inside my butterfly drawer, and then the actual fussy cutting I'll do when I come to use them, because I just don't have time to do all this fussy cutting, and I don't want to waste time cutting something out that, yes, I will eventually use it, but if I don't use it for like a year, which is what happens in some cases, you know, I'd rather just cut it out at the time, but probably not the best for videos, so sorry, fast forward me. There we go, okay. Right, let's see. Oh yeah, I think that's the right thing. It just gives it a different look from just being a lot of pink, because although I love pink, I don't like too much of it these days. I do like to, you know, bring in different colours and things where I can. Okay, that's that. So I'd love to know if you're crafting along with me. If you've got your scraps out and your book pages, I'd love to hear if you have. Right, just going to make sure that those butterflies stick up a little bit, just because I like them looking slightly more 3D than just completely flat. Okay, I'm happy with those. I'm going to call those done for now. And as you can see, really simple collaging. I mean, we've just introduced, you know, the book page and some fussy cuts, and that's it. So some people might do, you know, more extravagant collaging, and they're brilliant at it. I tend to err on simple because it doesn't come as naturally to me. I'm just trying to decide whether to cut these, you know, into tags, or this one I think I'll round. I don't know why. I think it's just because it's shorter. So I'll just round those corners. That's that. This one, I'm wondering whether to cut it into a tag shape. So let's do that. Okay, and then I'm also just going to quickly put a circle in it, a hole in it, because then that way I can collage around that. Otherwise I end up forgetting that I need to put, you know, something in it. Alright, so we've got those. Perfection. Right, what do we want? So in this one we've got the pinks and greens and a bit of fruit in there. So I'm wondering whether we go, I don't think the leaves will be right. I think they're just getting a bit lost, aren't they? So these are obviously, this one's a bit shorter, so I want something smaller, I think. So I think those might be a bit too tall. So I'm going to have a little rummage. The orange is kind of fun. I wouldn't usually use orange, but it is a bit fun. I've got a nice blue one there. I'll keep that out because I might want to use that. What do we want for you? I'm thinking I might go with an animal. Oh, really liking these bunnies. Yeah, let's do that. So similar to before then, we probably want to go some kind of frame behind him. So what have I got? I've got lots of landscape things, not as much on there. Okay, let's try that, see how we get on. This one, I'm thinking label again. So you can see they're all going to be quite similar to each other, but I think that will just help them be, you know, in keeping as well. You know, just in case some of them do end up in the same sort of place. Right, let's try. I'm thinking up here just to fill in that space a bit. Yep, I like that because we've got, this has got a bit of orange on the label, so that looks nice. I'm just trying to decide if I want to add, that's too much, isn't it? Too much label. I don't know. Okay, I think I'll go with that. And then this one, I'm going to bring him up a little bit because I do need to remember about the fact that I want to stitch around these. I think a label would be good, but I want it to be a bit narrower, a bit smaller. So, having a rummage. I mean, we could even do, you know, no, don't like that as much. Isn't it funny how, you know, some things you just like and then others you're like, nope, nope, definitely not. There's a little one there. Actually, sorry, I'm just going to have to jog you a second. I'm going to have to get another thing out of my desk because I'm thinking it might be nice to have a word on this one. Just going to cut it down a little bit just to see what I think. Actually, I want something longer, about deep-rooted trees, because I like the idea of it sort of going behind his ears and then coming off of the circle. So I think I'll try for this one. Just cut down there a little bit. Right, ink. So I hope this is, yeah, I hope this is interesting to see. I hope that you're feeling inspired to give it a go yourself. Might be a bit on the long side video wise because I am having to make decisions and I've got quite a lot here, but I'm just going to get as many of them done as I can, and I might film it as 2 separate videos and have the other one just be a bonus because I do want to sit here and get them all done, but I appreciate that you know, the videos can't be like really long. But I do want you to see to see some of them. And then that way, for those of you who want to come back and, you know, watch the rest take shape, collaging wise, at least then you've got that option. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking I'll do. So I'll probably do, obviously we'll get these done, and then I'll aim to get another 2 done maybe. Or maybe, yeah, we'll just see how we go. Maybe I can get half done in this video and the other half done in another video. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, and where did I have this? About something like that. I really like the book page just sort of peeking through. And of course, you know, we can always add more to them. You know, when we come to use them, we can always add more. Especially butterflies. I'm always going to want to add more butterflies. But yeah, I need to sit down and print them out and cut them out, and oh goodness. I love using butterflies, but cutting them out and everything, oh, it does get just a big job. Wish I could, if I could employ someone to do my fussy cutting for me, I would be a very, very happy girl. That's for sure. Right, I'm going to get some glue on the word so I can, whoops, slip that in at the same time. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to leave that one for now. I may add a butterfly later, but for now I'm happy with that one. There you go. As I say, simple. I am thinking butterfly for up here, and I'm thinking blue again, just to, actually, blue and white, like a pale blue if I've got one. I've also got butterfly stickers, which I never use, but that's not the right colour. Got dark green. No. I went with these two little butterfly die cuts for this one. There you go, I'm happy with that. So yeah, we'll get a couple more done, I think. Let's try for a couple of green ones. So these ones are going landscape, so that might be a bit different. So now I did have these ephemera pieces, which could be, you know, interesting as like a difference. So we'll try for that on that one. I don't know if I'll add anything else, we'll see. Right, let's have a think about these. Just thinking, oh, ice cream truck. Yeah, I don't know, the stickers for me just feel like it's getting a bit lost, which I'm surprised by. Maybe because it's already got quite a lot of green on it. So we'll try for something else. Let's see. It's a bit big. We could bring in some florals. I like the blue, but I just want to see. I've also got I like him. Right, let's see about that. So I want something here. It's getting louder. No. That's a bit too long, isn't it? I like that, I think. Do you feel like it wants something else? Yeah, maybe. Or the alternative is another of these stickers. That's obviously a certain colour. So I don't know, this might be a bit much, but sorry, the cogs are wearing. I'm just having a bit of a think. I'm going to see about a bigger label. Yeah. Okay. I still feel that wants something else, but definitely wants something else. I just can't decide what. So I'll come back to that one. Right, you. So this one's got obviously the flowers and things. So this is kind of my focal point. So it might be as simple as butterfly. And that's actually really nice because it's got a bit of green in that. Okay, I think I'm happy with that one at least. So I'm just going to ink it up whilst I think about what that one wants. So yeah, I'm definitely not an expert when it comes to collaging or even decorating things, but I'm determined. I am going to learn and get better. But I'm enjoying these. I think they're coming out good. It's one of those things. Sometimes I'm funny. I mean, sometimes I like something like straight away. Other times I don't like it and I like it later, or the opposite. I do like it and then later I'm thinking, oh, why did I do that? Why didn't I go with this option? And yeah, I don't know if it's just me and my perfectionism that makes me like that, but that is just how I am. But yeah, I'm trying to ignore that part of me, shall we say, and get a bit better with things. And yeah, but it is a learning curve, definitely. Where am I having you? Oops. Have you there? Okay, I think for now I'm good with that one. I'm just trying to decide, should I round the corners or keep it straight? For now I'm going to keep it straight. I might round the corners later. We'll have to see. Right, so I like those two labels and I think I like this label there. I don't know if it's label overload or whether, yeah, I think we'll go with the butterfly on this one. So again, just cut this out. I think just to bring in a different colour, and I definitely felt like it needed something in this little corner. So let's get that done. I'm just trying to think how long I've been filming for. I think I'm probably at about 40 minutes, so I will probably make this the last one, and then I'll do a part 2 so that you can see the rest of them take shape, and especially as I'm going to sit here and do them anyway, so I might as well film it. So let me just get this one done, and then, as I say, I'll do a part 2. I don't know if I'll put it up. I might just put it up the next day. Saves you waiting, doesn't it? You know, just for those of you who might want to watch. That's what I'm thinking. Let's get this one down first. Okay, so I think the first thing is we'll get this sticker on. But yeah, I'd love to know if you crafted along with me, if you grabbed a load of scraps and sat here ripping book pages. Right, let's pop him into place. So I think we're going about, I'm just going to move it over a bit actually. Doesn't need to be exact. I just don't want to cover up where it says mountain peak. I kind of want it to have that showing. That about there, and this. Oops. So yeah, these will rock up in all kinds of different journals. I'm not making them for anything specific, but they're the kind of colours that I gravitate towards a lot, you know, the pinks and the greens and the browns and the nature type stuff. So I don't think I'll be, well, I mean, if I end up hanging on to them for a while, that's fine. But my point is that, you know, they will eventually find their way into projects. Oh, so cute. So again, I will keep that one non-corner rounded, just straight until I decide, because some of these, you know, they don't have to be journal cards. They could end up being pockets and things. So there we go, that's that one. Hope you like them. So for those of you who would like to carry on seeing the rest of them, I think I do have quite a few more to do. I think I was a bit ambitious, as per usual. Then I will do a part 2 and I'll put it up the next day, because I have all of these left to do. So if you're joining me for that one, I'll catch you then. If you're not, then I hope I'll see you on a different video in the future. And for now though, I'll say goodbye. Bye bye for now.